Check, 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 check. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Wow, so we've got some news. We have got some news to talk about on stream. Crazy, right? Silent Hill remake. A Silent Hill 1 remake. Whoa. Michael, what's up? Vodka in the chat. Katrino, what's up? Everybody like the stream. Yeah, we're going to be talking about Silent Hill remake, along with some other announcements and news of sorts. War Shadow, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah. I almost can't believe that it's real. You know, I've liked Silent Hill for a very long time. Since I was a teenager. I'm turning 30 this year. And I've liked Silent Hill since I was a teenager. So that's crazy. I feel a bit old. And, Silent Hill 1? Yeah, War Shadow, you haven't heard, brother? Hey, yeah, Bloober Team is doing a Silent Hill 1 remake. Mr. Felix, what's up? What's up? If you had told me at any point before last year that we're getting a remake of Silent Hill 1, I'd have laughed at you and told you keep coping. Keep huffing that copium. But here we are. Silent Hill 1 remake. I've seen some mixed reactions on it. That's for sure. Some people are not thrilled. Some people are ecstatic. There's a lot of people who think Bloober Team's Silent Hill 2 remake was lackluster, that it missed the mark. There's a lot of people who think that it's baller, that it's fantastic. For instance, you guys know probably by now that I do a lot of work with your favorite son, and I know that he was not thrilled about Silent Hill 2 remake, so I don't know that he is super thrilled about the Silent Hill 1 remake with Bloober either. He didn't love the first remake they did, but I think he's cautiously optimistic that it'll be okay. We'll see. I think G-Man Lives is one that is excited. I think I saw on his Twitter that he thinks the Silent Hill 1 remake is going to be baller. So there's kind of two sides of that coin. We'll see, man. I have not played the Silent Hill 2 remake. I have had too much going on. I've been really busy. Silent Hill F looking sweet though. Yes, I really want to play that on stream. That's probably going to be a stream. You guys can let me know in the chat. Is that something you guys would want to see me play on stream? I'm not really a horror game channel, which is crazy because a lot of the YouTube channels I watch do like horror game content. But I'm more known for like shooters or, I mean, Star Wars obviously. Sam Speaks, Halo or nah? Maybe. I might run 1 or 2 rounds of Halo later and in the stream. I might play a little bit, but it'll be infinite because I still haven't. I don't have space on my PC for MCC right now. I have too many other things that I can't delete running, but I might play. The numbers don't lie. Silent Hill 2 remake sold 2 million copies. Well, just because something sells well doesn't mean it doesn't mean it performed well. Resident Evil 6 sold an enormous amount of copies, but it did not perform well critically or commercially. Whoop, my audio is out. It's showing up on my end. Check. It might have just been a fluke. I'm picking up audio on my end. I always brushed off part 2 for the story. Oh, I didn't see this. Finally playing The Last of Us Part 2, and despite my serious problems with the story, the gameplay is a natural innovation of the first game and flows really well. Well, gameplay has always been kind of a highlight for Naughty Dog. They've always been really, really good with gameplay design. I'm working on my script for Jak 3 right now. I was working on it 5 minutes before I did this stream. Alright, I'm going to fuck with my cable just a little bit here. Check. All right, we'll see how that works. Anyways, I was working on my Jak 3 script literally like less than 5 minutes before the stream, and I've been working on it all week. All week long I've been working on my Jak 3 script. It's probably there's a good chance this Jak 3 script is going to be longer than Jak 2, which by the way was not the fucking plan. When I did my video on Jak and Daxter, the point was to do short 30-minute videos on the series, but then Jak 2 was so interesting that it ended up being an hour and 20 minutes. And Jak 3 is I've never played them before. I thought they were just going to be like these like old school shooter platformer games for like kids and teenagers, but they're so much better than that. So I fucked myself. I actually kind of I lament that I didn't put more time into the Jak and Daxter Precursor Legacy video, because now the series is going to be wonky and off, but whatever. Best laid plans. But yeah, Jak 3 script's coming along. Heard you're working on a KOTOR script as well. Is that true? Yes and no. So I started working on a KOTOR script back, way back, like a year and a half ago. I shelved it for a while because I didn't have the time and I wasn't making enough money to justify it. Now I'm back. I'm now currently actively working on the script again, but it's a side project, so it takes the back seat. Roughly, I'm trying to work on it 1 day a week, and it's still a ways out. So at this point, I'm working on the KOTOR video, if things go to plan, on Sundays. So we get to a Sunday, a little bit of footage, a little bit of scripting, that kind of thing. But it is actively being worked on now as opposed to being shelved. But it's still a ways out. Other videos take priority. Like, other videos get worked on 6 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Or 5 at least. 5 days a week if I'm working on something else. So, for instance, this Jak 3 video is taking up most of my time. But yes, KOTOR is KOTOR video in active development. But I want that to be like 5 to 8 hours long. I really want to dive in to that because that's one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm only going to make one video on it. Probably. Like, I'm only going to make one real, like, retrospective on it. So it's got to be right. If I have some kind of baller video pop off and get 2 million views and I make a fuck ton of money, I'll probably put a little bit more time in the KOTOR video because I'll be able to spare the time. But that's probably, we'll see. We'll see. Silent Hill 1 or 3 remake was always going to happen. Fix your audio. It should be good now. Resident Evil 9, Silent Hill F, and now the remake of 1. Horror fans are eating good. Well, first off, welcome to the chat, Parallax, and yes, I'm fucking thrilled. Resident Evil 9 looks awesome so far. I have not been this excited for video games in over a decade, probably. Probably since around 2013 was the last time I was this hyped. I actually even think Black Ops 7 might be good. And I haven't liked a Call of Duty game in a while. So, I have not, some kind of tide somewhere has shifted. Games are looking good. Came back somewhat. Okay, I think we're good. Underestimation, understand. Yeah, rough. That's how I feel about Sly Cooper. A stupid kids game on the surface, but it's got some more depth to it than Scratch. Okay, Sly Cooper is some of my favorite games of all time. So the Jak 2 video will pay for KOTOR Hunt? No. That Jak 2 video is not paying for it. The Jak 3 video, depending on if it gets a million views, maybe. We'll see. Eric, what's up? What's on the docket today? Today is just chatting. Although I probably will play some Halo Infinite just because I'm running the shaders, and it's been getting requested by Sam Speaks for a while. I don't have the MCC installed, otherwise I would run some MCC, but we'll do Infinite for now. What's up, Fallon? Welcome to the chat. Okay, so if you guys don't know, I'll go ahead and I just get used to hearing me repeat this because we have different people in stream. But so I'm going to be saying this a million times every stream for whatever, Monday and Wednesday are my play video game streams. Thursday are my chill streams. So we just hang out, we talk for an hour and a half. I might play a game near the end of the stream, but Thursday streams are focused on talking about games, news, things of that variety. It's Monday and Wednesday streams where I do the gaming. So for instance, I was supposed to play Dark Ages yesterday, but my power went out, so I didn't. Silent Hill was never as big of a name as RE. The last few Silent Hill games, Homecoming, Downpour, and the Book of Memories, were trash, and the sales reflected that. Yeah, that's true. That is definitely true. But because of video essays and new fan bases, it's really come back up. Stellar Blade made a lot of money on PC. Oh, well, I mean, that's good for those devs. I'm not really familiar with Stellar Blade outside of the gooning part aspect of it, so I don't really know much about Stellar Blade. Evan Gaming News ASMR. Yeah, that's basically what we're getting right now. Did you know the Sergeant Major Johnson is the same voice actor as Dimitri? No, I did not know that. I did not. That's pretty cool, though. What's up, Ash? Spooge Festival. What's up, man? It has been forever since I've seen you in the chat. What's up, man?
I'm gonna spooge listening to Evan's voice.
Welcome back to the chat, man. It's been forever, brother. Yeah, I can't believe how good the industry is looking right now. We got some black pill people out there still. We got people who are still disillusioned, and some with good reason. Some just don't know how to accept that when things are starting to swing in a better direction. And somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. Parallax have you seen The Mind's Eye Disaster? Yeah, I've seen it. I've been keeping kind of an eye on it. I'm kind of a passive viewer of the Mind's Eye situation. I wasn't really ever interested in that game. I've said this on stream multiple times. I'm not big on open world games, but I do partake in them from time to time, but that game never really had my interest. But I feel bad for the developer. Build a Rocket Boy is the name of the dev studio. I feel bad because they're getting destroyed. Russian Comic Book Geek in the chat. What's up, brother? I have slated for me and my girlfriend to record some lines hella soon for you. Please be patient. I don't have a lot of money, and I have to grind the hell out of this channel. So I hope you understand. You know the grind. You know how it is. The RE remakes have made me a fan of the game series that scared the shit out of me as a kid. The remakes are fantastic, man. The RE4 remake is somehow almost as good as the original. It's not as good, but it's almost as good. And the RE2 remake is fantastic. Just the new gen RE remakes. You should definitely play some of the older ones. I think you might like them. What's up, Super Batman 64? Did you know that Richard Epcar, who voiced Raiden's favorite game is GoldenEye 007? Speaking of GoldenEye 007, retrospective on that's going to be coming soon. Not within the next couple of months, but next year for sure. Because I'm going to do the Bond and the Hitman games. And 007 GoldenEye retrospective is on the docket. It's just going to be like 6 months from now. Heard the remake of 1 is amazing. Yeah, pretty much everybody says that. It's very well loved. Even PlayStation is offering refunds. They rarely do that. I believe they did that for Cyberpunk 2077. So, if that's any indication of how bad it has to be. I'm thinking about rewatching the old DC cartoons because I've had a lot of free time lately. What are your thoughts on Justice League and Batman the Animated Series? I think pretty much everybody is of the opinion that both of those are absolutely peak. Like, people fuck with those heavy. I love the animated DC stuff, some of it. Batman, the thing with Batman the Animated Series, I think it's kind of a slow start. Not everyone would agree with me on this, but I think it's kind of a slow start. I think you kind of have to grind your way through some of the earlier seasons, and I think it doesn't really stick the landing in the later seasons. But there's some really high-quality stuff in between, and it's some of the best Batman storytelling, but it is a kid's show. Like, it's unabashedly a kid's show for the most part. The Justice League series, particularly the pre-Unlimited series, I think is a bit better. There's some of the best DC material is probably from the Justice League series, so there's that. And then just a lot of the animated movies, even the New 52 movies, which I wasn't a huge fan of the New 52 stuff, but even that was great. Did you know Sly? Oh, hell yeah, bro, take your time, bro. I'm currently speedrun. Well, you know me, brother. You know I be taking way too much time. Way too much time. It's just because I have to work at all time, all the time, forever and always. But we are slating some slots to do the VO for that thing that I won't announce because I don't want to put you in a bind on your channel. JLU is amazing. Yes, it is. Did you know that Sly Cooper 2 has a cheat code that lets you use Tom from Toonami as a get? No, I didn't know that, but I did know in Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, if you hold all 4 of the PS2 triggers, it'll give you a demo for Sly 2. Do I stream on Twitch? No, I don't have a Twitch. I don't even have a Twitch account. I don't even use Twitch. I'm pretty much all in on YouTube. I have thought about branching out to other platforms, but I really like how YouTube streams. I don't like Twitch for a billion reasons. I'm not super interested in even being on Twitch. The only thing I'm even remotely interested in potentially branching out to would be like having a Patreon account. But even then, like it's not really on. It's on my radar, but not highly. Batman Beyond was okay. Batman Beyond is fire though. Katrina, if you're trying to watch some old DC shows, don't sleep on Batman Beyond. It's only 2 seasons. It's not a big time commitment. That's fire. DC's Lobo had his TVMA webtoon back in 2000. I did not know that. It must not have been super popular. It's not the industry is healing. It's because they want money, and in Konami's case, they realize we got to make and publish some good games again. Well, that's happening in general, but that is the industry healing. When companies say we want to make products that people will spend their money on instead of we want to make products that will brainwash somebody, then the industry is healing. That's how it's always been. It's only in the last 10 years that companies stopped prioritizing making fucking money and started prioritizing virtue signaling points for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Batman Beyond is fire. Kind of gaming related. You mentioned not knowing much about The Expanse. Could we convince you to give the first book of the series a crack and see if you vibe with it enough to give the universe a go? Ugh, I don't know about that. The only reason I say that is because I only have my days are pretty meticulously scheduled out at this point, and my fiction reading time is in the Bond books right now. So after my workouts, I sit down and I read some Bond. I read a chapter of a Bond book, and I'm trying to read all of the Bond books before I do anything else in fiction, and then I do scripture later. So I don't really have any free time for The Expanse. Isn't there a TV series? That'd probably be easier. I could probably commit to some second monitor TV series time before I could do a book. Christ on Infinite Earths was great. I did not watch those. I want to though. Same. I had to suspend my disbelief on the female Viking warrior, but other than that, I agree. Is that you're talking about The Expanse? Mind's Eye was gonna suck. I think everybody believed you. Screw Twitch. It's 3 seasons, bud. Oh, Batman Beyond? I didn't know it was 3 seasons. I gotta turn this Halo music the fuck down. Hang on. Unless it's gonna screw with me again. Oh, fuck. I clicked on the screen calibration thing again. Get me out of that. At the launch, loving every minute, saved at least half of... You talking about Festival? You talking about Mind's Eye? Grew up watching reruns of Batman Beyond on 4Kids. I know not to sleep on. Okay, good. Good. Twitch just have a... I can't say that on YouTube, brother. Come on. Get out of here. We will force them to make good games. It's inevitable. We'll see. Wish Batman Beyond had a couple more seasons so we can finally see what happened in Nightwing. Not gonna happen. The OG Bond books are fire. Hell yes, they're fire. Loving them so far. Speaking of Bond, we get that new game coming. Yeah, that's one of the things I think I'm most excited for that. I think Bond is the First Light is my #1 excitement thing. Atomic Heart. Sorry, I'm gonna have to quick read. I'm falling behind on chat. Watch The Expanse show. It's excellent. The author said they looked at it as a way to do the books better. Okay. Well, maybe I'll just watch the show on the side. Female Viking from Predator. Haven't seen the Predator thing. I don't see what's going... Preston is typing out some symbols and emojis. I'm not sure what that is. Did you know that there are scrapped Lobo video games? I feel like I did know that in the back of my head, but I don't know enough details to comment on it, I don't think. Maybe I should look into it. Just talking about the Mario Kart world and the other half of Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, okay, so like the Switch 2, you got that. Don't mess up Atomic Heart 2 and Ill. Ill looks fantastic. That's probably day 1 for me. As for Atomic Heart 2, I really liked Atomic Heart 1. Probably also day 1 for me. GTA 6, RE9, and Bond are my top 3 for 26. Parallax, you make a good point. I think I would put... First Light is my #1 right now. I'm kind of hyped for the Gears 1 remake. I really hope that's good. I'm not a big GTA guy, so I can pass on that. But I am pretty hyped up for What was that other thing I was hyped up for? Fuck it, whatever. Can you post a text wall? I would probably not, especially if it's got something inappropriate. I will delete you and time you out. Proto-Arabic. I don't know, man. I'm just a video game YouTuber, brother. I didn't mind her. I just expected a little more realistic situation. Okay. Here we go. It is... I'm not letting you post that, brother. That can't go through. That's just spam. I'm not going to time you out because it seems like you really don't know. I just don't know why you would want to post that. Been listening to the audiobook of Salem's Lot and reading some John Byrne, 1990s Incredible Hulk run, some classic Golden Hulk run. Dude, that sounds cool. Audiobooks are so fire. I don't have a scheduled time for it, but sometimes if I'm like walking my dog or I'm going on or I have to run some errands, I have Spotify Premium, so I'll put on an audiobook. I've been going through the audiobook of The Phantom Menace. Big Star Wars guy, obviously. So I want to go through all of the Star Wars audiobooks. I'm starting with the Phantom Menace. I'm going to work my way through. Is this sending this character spam? I mean, it's not really participating in the conversation. Is that... What is he... Does anybody know what this is? What he's saying? Did you just come here to, like, post strange characters and things? For video game addiction? Could be a sign. Got a free copy of Gears Reloaded yesterday. Can't wait for the open beta tomorrow. Yo, dude, that's awesome. I thought about applying for that beta. I just don't really have time for it right now. I'm going to have to try to pre-make time for it when it comes out. We do need a new Hulk game. I'm really surprised it hasn't happened. You could play... Don't Make a Habit. Yeah. You could play the Avengers game. That had Hulk sections. Best mix with orange juice? I don't know. I don't drink. I don't know why you came here. Well, maybe you liked my content, brother. And you're welcome to interact with the conversation. Metro books that the games were based on are fantastic. Highly recommend. You know, those have always really interested me. I didn't beat Metro Exodus, but I really liked it. And I did beat 2033 and Last Light. I really liked those a lot, too. Keep playing OG Modern Warfare 2. Hard to beat that, man. That's a good time. Yeah, the Metro books look really cool, and the games are fire. So it's hard to go wrong with that. Test tube. What does that even mean? You're probably the only one there with that. Dropping OG languages. He's gonna start talking to us in Aramaic. We'll have to bust out ChatGPT to translate. Stalker 2. I haven't played any of the Stalker games, but I did watch Avalanche Reviews videos on Stalker, so there's that. Metro series, yeah, it's fire. The symbol is just Arabic for God is greatest and most wonderful. I mean, based on the fact that it's Arabic, he's probably referring to the Islamic God, but I do agree with the concept. Russian Fallout, but better in every way. I agree, actually. I agree with that take. I'm not a big Fallout guy. I liked New Vegas a lot, but I think Metro has a cooler world and a cooler universe, cooler characters, better story, better writing. Like, the only thing... New Vegas has probably on the same level of writing, but the other Fallout game is not even close. Roadside Picnic, the Stalker is loosely based on. Yeah, Avalanche did a segment on that in his video. If you haven't seen, Michael, if you haven't seen Avalanche Review's video on Stalker, I'd recommend them. Still need to play the actual Metro games. I only played the demos. Oh, dude, they're so worth your time. You would love them. Takes more bytes than the other character. Characters are only supposed to take 1 byte, but this thing takes a few megabytes. Well, it happens. The Abrahamic God is your God too, technically. Well, what religion are you? Well... Again, we don't. I'm not. This is a video game channel. I'm not going to start talking deep theology, but technically, children of the book, the 3 religions of Judaism, Islam, and Christianity, if you want to get really technical, aren't exactly the same, because well, traditional Christianity, Trinitarianism would say that God is three persons in one being, meaning that Christianity attests that Jesus Christ is God, whereas Islam and Judaism refute that outright. So it's not really the same. But again, we're not about to get into a theological thing on a video game YouTuber stream. Sending you Aramaic comments gonna yeah. I want he's gonna start summoning all kinds of weird things. I think I am yet to miss one of his videos for like 3 or 4 years. Oh, OG Michael. Yeah, I don't miss an Avalanche video. I finished up his, what was that wacko game he was talking about in that last video? Obscure 2. I finished that one up last week, I think. Let's not have a theological fight. No theological fights here. I'm no theological warrior. Thanks for acknowledging at least. Yeah, well, I'll acknowledge it. I am a outspoken Christian, but I'm just not here to push my theology on anybody. No ball summoning in chat. Well, yeah, none of that. That will get you timed out. None of that. Don't need that in my chat, Vodka. I know you're OG. Love you, brother. Yeah, he stays in hell. That's right. No hailing that. 40K messages are fine. I got no problem with that. Guys, all of the big announcements. How are we talking about been binging your Quake videos, bro? That shit is fire. Dude, thank you so much. I'm in pre-production, I would call it, which basically means I'm getting the footage and prepping the script for the Quake 2 expansions. Man, I have a lot to say. Those first 2 expansions are rough. Like, I do not think they're very good at all. I really liked Ground Zeroes is okay. I did not like The Reckoning. But Call of the Machine, I played 1 mission. Fire. I completely understand why everybody was so excited for me to play it now. I get it. I've only played 1 of the levels of Call of the Machine, and it is fire. So I'm really looking forward to getting into that video. I think people are going to be happy about the Quake expansions video. And I'm really excited to be done with Quake, because I'm kind of getting sick of playing fucking Quake at this point. And I have a Quake tattoo. If I'm getting sick of it, you know what I'm saying? Don't know why it says I'm the newest member. I won't complain about that. That just means you're the most recent person to re-sign up. You understand? Yeah, that's what's up, man. It's all good. Stuck in ad world now. Sorry, man. Unicellular organism. Don't know what that means. How's your progress coming along? On what? With Quake 2 expansions? It's only... I'm still getting footage. I have the structure of the outline of the script ready. No writing done. So that's still probably around a month away. Maybe more, maybe less. The new stuff looked okay. Wasn't really anything to blow my mind good. We're talking about games? It's a very, very ad world. Ad world. Hell yeah. Gears War Reloaded is $40. Dude, and that's great pricing. People are going to be buying that instead of an $80 game. Pricing it at $40 is just pristine because it's half the cost of a modern new game. How about that? It's the name of a single cell, as in cells like... Oh, okay. Cool. Crazy. Burnout. Was there a new Burnout game announced? For the PS2. I'm pretty confident you're just making a Smiley Friends reference again. Metal Gear Solid 3 is $9.99 on Steam. Master Collection MSG3, you mean. We're not talking about Delta. Traveled 1.4 Minecraft Bedrock. Damn, that's a long time to travel. You just have to set your controller and put a rubber band on it to get that. I'd like a short little video on your thoughts on what a remake of the new gen Doom-style Quake remakes would look like. The Dark Ages. It would look like Doom the Dark Ages. Like, that's what I was thinking to myself after I finished up playing the first level on stream on Monday night. Doom the Dark Ages could literally go through 6 months of development meant to tweak it into a Quake game, and it would do perfect. They would be really intelligent if they had just done that.
Dopefish lives.
Hell yes, it does, Eric. Yes, the Dopefish lives indeed. Do you know, when I first... I had no plans to point out all of the Dopefish in Quake. I just... as I was writing the script, I just kept doing it. I kept finding the dopefish in the trivia, or I would find it while I was playing, and I'd be like, I gotta point out the damn dopefish. The dopefish lives. I need a shirt that's got the dopefish on it that says dopefish lives. That'd be fire. Buy Gears of War Reloaded when it's on sale. I'll probably get it on release day. I'll be honest. I'm actually gonna try to get a key first. I'm gonna try to see if I can get them to give me a free copy. But if I can't, I'll probably get it on release day. Still no DMC6? No. They're not gonna release or announce that where it would interfere with the marketing for RE9. That'd just be bad business. Millions of years, no matter what, travel that far. I don't even know how you did that. That's crazy. Felt like a Quake game LARPing as Doom even has the Lovecraft stuff. Yes. You're spot the fuck on, brother. Yes, it is a Quake game. I don't know why they did that. Any Quake game into a Doom game by that logic? Well, technically, yes, but all right, look, it's got a fucking nail gun, man. Quake is a very simple game. It's a very simple game. The standout testaments to make a Quake game are sci-fi fantasy aesthetic. Sounds easy. It's like, oh, well, sci-fi. So just any game that has a sci-fi fantasy aesthetic. How many are there? Can you name me a dark gothic science fiction fantasy, like high fantasy with castles and knights mixed with lasers? What other game? Doom the Dark Age. There's 2 games I can think of that have science fiction, high fantasy, gothic castles with nail guns. Quake and Doom the Dark Ages. Am I crazy? Like, I feel like that it's... I reckon Doom the Dark Ages was originally a Quake remake, but the higher-ups want to continue. Dude, that is exactly what I think. We're on the same frequency, dude. That is exactly what I think. I think that Doom the Dark Ages was in development as a Quake reboot. I think that's why the systems are so different with the shield and everything. I think they were trying to figure out how to do with Quake what they had done with Doom in 2016. I think they were probably like a year and a half, 2 years in development. Microsoft said, we don't trust the Quake name. Make it a Doom game. Was Quake 2 and 4 fantasy? No, not at all. But it's clear what I'm talking about. Quake 1, right? Like, people, this conversation isn't new. People have been trying to figure out what a modern Quake game would look like since Doom 3. I was a kid. I was like 12 years old seeing people on forums talking about what a modern Quake 1 reboot would look like. Roblox technically has all that. Fair enough. Yeah. Doom slime mold. Someone's growing neurons to play Doom. Yeah. In a few years when they announce Quake and tie the story to the Doom reboot franchise, it'll all make sense. It would, except I'm pretty sure id Software released a statement saying that they are not connected. That Doom is in its own universe, not connected to Quake. Painkiller has a nail gun, but it's not science fiction dark gothic fantasy. It has elements of dark gothic fantasy, but it completely lacks science fiction from what I played. Ton of OG Quake vibes, 100%, yeah. Even when Eternal came out, I really thought they would have the Doomslayer and Ranger meet up and shake hands like Arnie and Predator. Well, they were definitely leaning into it in Eternal. I mean, there's a slipgate. I mean, I'm pretty sure that concept, the term slipgate originates in Quake. So the fact that they had a slipgate in the narrative written into the storyline of Doom Eternal kind of seems to indicate, you know what I'm saying? Like, that feels like we're talking about Quake, right? And you know, it's the same company. The company who made Doom Eternal and inserted references to Quake into Doom Eternal also owns Quake. So I don't think we're crazy with that. I'm not saying I want the universes to be connected, by the way. I don't really care. I'm just saying Doom the Dark Age it's a fucking Quake game. It feels more like a Quake game than a Doom game. Just make the Ranger less OP and really lean into the H.P. Lovecraft horror for a Quake remake and give Ranger a memorable voice actor. The voice actor, okay, I agree with all of that. The voice actor part is a little probably divisive. I don't know how many people want a voice actor for Quake. I think it'd probably be cool, but Rage from id has a nail gun. Is that actually a main weapon? I don't think that's like a main weapon. I could be wrong. It's been a couple of years since I played Rage. I think we all know id won't have that much say when Microsoft does some profit predictions on a pure Quake. Yeah, true. Quasi-star and one large core massive black hole. I mean, what you're saying technically is Quake related, but I don't think you meant it to be. All right, what do you guys say? Should we play a couple rounds of Halo Infinite? Just because I said I would. We've had a chill stream. I think maybe we'll play some Halo Infinite. Real question is, what would they even do with a Quake game? Sell it, I imagine. I mean, I think a lot of people, and I've heard people say this before, they say it would be hard to do a modern version of Quake because the original game was so minimalistic. They say there's barely a story there, and there wasn't a lot to it, and it was more of a tech demo than it was a video game. That's not a reason it would be hard to make a modern version. That's a reason it would be easy. Most games that have a huge fan base for an IP love it for the characters and the story and the plot and the narrative, which makes it really hard to reboot it because people love what it was, and they might not love the way you do it now. Couldn't be easier. Could not be easier with Quake because there's nothing fucking there. Dark, gothic, science fiction, horror, fantasy. Axes, nail guns, lasers. Like, that's it. It's it. You just do that and then make all the other Lovecraftian creatures and entities. Do that and you can make the rest of it up and people will still like it. It'd be easier because of that, not harder. I think we're in for a few more years, decades of nostalgia gaming. I hope so, because when they tried to the more original games they made, the worse they got. You love Ranger? Yeah, Ranger is baller. Great character. Do it for Craig. Playing Halo Infinite for Craig. Bunny hopping? Yeah, well, you'd have to have bunny hopping, but Doom Eternal had bunny hopping, kind of. Quake can be anything is proven, but Quake as a series having multiple identities. Well, that's actually fine with me. Call of the Machine and Dimension of the Machine kind of tie Quake 1 and 2 together in a way. So, there you go. Supercharged? I don't know what the hell you're talking about, man. I'm going to be honest with you. Crack open another sparkling water. Quake Wars, Quake 2, and Quake 4 were pure sci-fi. That's right. They were pure sci-fi. They had the Strogg and the aliens and stuff. If you were doing a reboot of Quake 1, because I kind of feel like the Strogg storyline is resolved. Like we've seen that, it's done. Doom the Dark Ages needs bunny hopping. Yeah, I mean, it was not made with that in mind. I was correcting a typo on my okay, I see. What is this? I don't. Okay, whatever. Let's get that out of here. Let's go check the settings. I'm gonna just turn everything down a little bit. Turn it down to about a 3. Have a good one, Spidey. Off to work. I'll be talking to you soon, brother. Have a good day at work. Let's play some multiplayer. The distance. Okay, you're still just talking about some weird stuff. I need a weapon. On the other hand, it's interesting having just wrapped up a run of Diablo 1, how easy it is to chart the enshittification of gaming by just playing that series to revulsion completion. You're talking about Diablo? Very fair. Here's a gun-shaped gun. Have fun, kid. Delta Arena. Halo 3 Legacy. Let's see what that's about. It's quantum physics. I don't know anything about quantum physics. I'm a fucking YouTuber. I have an English degree. DMC3 wasn't made with style switching in mind, yet it's the best DMC game when style switching is modded in. I forgot my character looked like this, by the way, but it's pretty dope. High-res fuzzy shamblers. Are you a pro? You're a pro fur shambler? You're not a leather skin shambler guy? Everyone's one or the other. Either Shamblers have fuzzy skin or they have leather skin. Michael, did you watch Jular's 6-hour video on Diablo 1? Bro is just beating the hell out of us with these quantum physics fun facts. Prayers up, Jack. You're telling me, brother. Prayers up. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been thinking about it all day. Glad to be here chilling, man. Yeah. So the first 30 minutes we were just hanging out on stream, but now we're doing some Halo Infinite. Yeah, I've been thinking about it all day, Jack. I don't know how long it's gonna be. It could be another couple of days. We'll see. For those in the chat who want to know what we're talking about, we can't tell you, but it's cool. You better believe it. Yeah, what a good video. I gotta get on the ball and send in some more stuff for him. I'm working on that Starfield video with him. Centimeter of pure vacuum contains 1 joule of energy. Bro, this dude, Preston the God 1, just popped into the chat and is dropping quantum physics facts like it's nobody's business. Let's see how this goes. I'll either do really good or really bad. It's no in between. Starfield vid, yeah, not for my channel. I am contributing to a script for a channel called Jular, who does fantastic videos. He did one. We worked on a part 1 together. He's doing a part 2 right now, and I am contributing to it. Spoiler alert: I do not really like Starfield. Armor is baller though. Hate parrying there. I feel like a lot of people probably hate parrying. It's not the most popular thing these days. Alright, I do not remember how to play this game. Okay, this is a Halo 3 map. This is Narrows. Is this remade in Infinite, or is this like ported? I can't really tell. Fuck. My grenade button still... Okay. That's my grenade button. It has been so long, guys. You're gonna have to... Fuck me. You have to bear... Okay, I've decided this is probably not gonna go well. Okay, I knew better than to try to melee a flag carrier. Oh, fuck. Am I bad at Halo now? Is that where we're at? Whole gimmick is Le Parry. I mean, it is. Sly Cooper 3 comes with Dimitri music video once you get 100%. I feel like I did know that. Dude, I played the hell out of some Sly Cooper back in the day. Oh, fuck. I'm bad at aiming in Halo now? That's where we're at? This Dreadjular will mention my pumped hydro comment in particular. His background detail gets... Dude, I know for a fact he's going to mention it. The pumped hydro comment? He's already writing it into a script. I know he did a bunch of research with it. Comes with the making of documentary. Yeah, I feel like I knew that too. I'm telling you, I played a lot of Sly Cooper back in the day. Although 2 was the one I played the least of. Not because I didn't like it. I just didn't own it for a while, whereas I owned 1 and 2 for a more consistent period of time. I feel bad for my team because I'm warming up. This is a warm-up game. Doesn't count. Dozens of gifts based on various video games on Tenor. Oh, like what? What are some examples? God, mother. Quantum Intent. No, I didn't know that. Including Shadow of the Colossus had documentaries. Jedi Starfighter had a making of documentary. I actually feature it in the video I just released that you guys should go watch. Dude, I guess nobody played the Starfighter games. Both of my videos on Starfighter did not super well. I'm not complaining. I didn't realize that fucking nobody cares about those games. I'm still glad I did the videos though. I think those I actually think those are 2 of my better videos. I forgot. I'm really bad about this. I don't mind floating an idea. I just hope if you use it, it doesn't have people telling us. Oh, Jular will do his own research. I promise. Yeah, you don't worry about that. Halo 4 and 5 aesthetic reminds you technological and busy. It does kind of have a Transformers air to it. Oh my gosh. I am bad at this game now. Can't believe I'm saying that. That was brutal. I let you guys down and I'm sorry for that. Sly Cooper, Jack and Daxter, Ratchet, Deadlock, Tack and Power Juju, Teen Titans 2016. Okay, I mean that's fire. There's a lot of fire games in what you just mentioned. Deadlocked is one I haven't really played, although Up Your Arsenal was one of my favorites. Loved that one. Okay, this is brutal. I need to take it back a notch. Let's go take a look at my character real quick. Halo series has changed visual style and the same ongoing narrative over the years. It's one of those difficult things to reckon with, where video games want to do something new with new entries, but they also want to be consistent to a universe, and it rarely works out very well. There's my Mark 7. Oh, I forgot about the Eagle Strike armor. That's so good. Chimera. It's a shame that Infinite isn't more popular. It's easily one of the best multiplayer hubs for the series. Okay, we're going to go back to my classic Mark 7 because I love it. 4 and 5 style sucked. I thought 4 was okay. 5 pushed it too far. I think Halo Infinite's actually really great. Upcoming games y'all are interested? Yeah, Bond, First Light, of course. 007 First Light. Super hyped about that. Gears of War Reloaded. I think I've said that already. There's a couple others. I'm trying to remember what they are. All 3 Blood Rain games got remasters. No, I did not know that. When did that happen? 4 and 5 have the same style. I don't agree with that. They're very similar, but I think 4 had a style that 5 progressed and took it too far, is how I would say. Although I think Combat Evolved had the best style. I'm a Combat Evolved. I think Halo Infinite has a really good style. I think Halo Infinite just wasn't ready for release and came out at a bad time. I think if Halo Infinite had delayed itself for 1 year, it would have released to much better reception, better community. Because Battle Royale was still popular, but it has died out since. I just think they rushed the game out, and they shouldn't have, because they had dumped so much money into it. But I think this game is great. I don't care what anyone says. I think this game is fire. Happened a few days ago. I hadn't even heard of it, man. I hope they're performing well. I think I've never played the Blood Rain games at all. Meant a few years. Oh. All of its features, it would have been better. Yeah, that would have made a huge difference. It really needed to launch with all of its features. And it didn't. Where is he? Many modern games? Yeah. Well, it's definitely becoming a recurring theme. Very unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is. Too soon. Fuck. Didn't get any marketing, huh? Well, if they did, I sure didn't hear about them. But I also, I mean, I've never played a Blood Raid game, so I might just not have been. Sony revamped that. Yeah. Better not suck. It might. The voice actor for Timmy Turner's dad voiced Venom in the Never Saw Spider-Man game. Really? No, I had no idea. Yo. CTF's popping off these days, huh? This is my second CTF round in a row. Agreeing with the stream. Apologies. Good day. Remember, death comes for all. All right, brother. Have a good one, man. All right, triple kill. All right, hang on. Maybe I haven't lost all of my edge. Maybe I still got a little something. Fuck. Or maybe not. I did just score. Ooh, baby, a triple. Too soon. Oh, we decked each other down. I started playing Halo and people started leaving the stream, by the way. Is it glitchy for anyone else or just me? I think it's because I'm trying to play this game in 2K. The original Blood Rain Betrayal, the remastered edition called Fresh Bites, has the original voice cast, including Laura Bailey instead of sound alikes. Okay. That's pretty good. I may have to make this my last match. It looks like my stream is clonking out trying to... Damn. Must flop so I can buy out the studio and make my own game. Dude, buying out the studio, you wouldn't be able to afford to keep people on. That's fine. I have their flag.
The flag is ours. We must secure it. Power items on
Defend me, lads.
power items on the field. Enemy flag carrier spotted.
All right, we're doing good. We're doing good. No! Damn! That was close. If somebody can grab it, we're golden. Jack X Combat Racing has additional drivers depending on if the players have previous Jack and Daxter Ratchet and Clank Deadlock. Really? Damn, I didn't know that. What? So even if I have, is it just Jack 2 or is it Jack 2 and 3?
Flag taken. Enemy defenders spitting with rage. The enemy carrier has revealed themselves. Houston spotted.
Is this too much? Maybe a quick game or two of Quake 3 Arena? I hear only easy players left in the servers for that. I'm actually going to have to start getting footage for Quake 3 Arena pretty soon because I'm going to have to do a video on it. Probably not a lot of videos on Quake 3 Arena, and that video probably won't do good, so I'm probably going to try to keep it to like 30 minutes. I can't get my no-job friend into coding game dev for me. Well, do it for yourself. Save data perks. Yeah, they're all but dead now. It's nothing like running your friends over in a Warthog on Blood Gulch and Halo C. Can't beat the classics. Play Quake 1. I'm not going to play Quake 1. I'll do a special stream for that. Fuck. Jack and Daxter 1 through 3. You unlock younger versions of Jack as extra. Oh, that's kind of fire.
Power item
When you cap the footage for that, I think the crash outs will be amazing. You mean for Quake 3? I might play it live. We'll see. I mean, I'm sort of pseudo planning. He's got an overshield. Kind of a tournament for Quake 3. See if I can't get some YouTubers to come on. Oh, this cocksucker cunt chased me down. Go find something to do with your fucking life. We'll see what happens with Quake 3 Arena. Fire game, though. I'm looking forward to making the video on it.
Spike obtained.
Mother. Ratchet deadlocked in Daxter PSP. You unlock Ratchet and various support. Damn. I mean, I'm playing on emulator, so it'd be pretty easy for me to just put those files on my virtual memory card. That hurt. Don't do you're gonna have to be more specific as to what that's referencing, because that could mean a lot of things. Buy you a new keyboard, Evan. It can't be that bad for Quake 3, right? Was it just a bunch of sweats online? The answer is yes. Jak 3 and Jak X came with developer commentaries. I did not know that. I'm gonna have to try to find the developer commentaries for Jak 3. Maybe watch a little bit of them. For a keyboard with no Chrome dare enter. One of the best video game engines ever. Yeah, so a lot of the Quake 3 video is probably going to actually focus on the technology and the character, like the hero characters, more than anything else, because there's no story. I mean, there is a story, but there's not a story, you know? And most of my videos tend to be pretty story-centric. I'm already done with this fucking game. Tools of Destruction also came with the... Are you just like a big commentary buff? Do you just like play... I mean, which is cool. I'm not saying that condescendingly. I'm just like wondering if you're just like interested in like video game developer commentaries. Because I mean, I am too. So I totally get it.
The enemy carrier has revealed themselves. The flag is ours. Now it must be carried home.
Fuck, that was a good grenade throw. Come on, brother. Mother, son of a bitch. Whatever. That's my last game of the night. Kevin Conroy voiced Fisherman the first... No, I had no idea. Man, I should have mentioned that. A lifelong fan of lesser-known media and facts, which is cool. I can't believe I didn't find that on a trivia page or something for the game whenever I was doing my video on that. Brutal. Alright, let's get out of here. That was fun. Did a couple of rounds of Halo Infinite. I don't think Sam was watching when I did that, but I accidentally turn on big picture mode way too often. Man, pizza does sound good right now. Might go get a pizza. Fighting game based on Billy and Mandy. Okay, I did know that one. Was it GBA game or something? I'm pretty sure I did know that. Gotta love Halo matches. It's not the Halo. The match was fine. It's not easy for me to focus on playing the game and like read the chat and Blah, 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 blah. Stellar Blade is now available. I'm just looking at the Steam page now. PS2, GameCube, and Wii. Okay, cool. That's a neat little fact. Every time Sam asks going forward, now we already did that's going to be fun. Yeah, Sam's gonna be like, Halo. I'll be like, we did Halo last time. You weren't there for it? Weird Al is the announcer. That's crazy. I don't know how I didn't know that. Bro, you just know all these kinds of little facts. That's crazy cool. That was fun. Fun little stream. I reckon we're probably reaching the end of tonight's stream. By the way, when I started playing Halo, my fucking viewers dropped off. So next time we're probably keeping it to chat only on a Thursday night, and we'll keep the game streams on Monday and Wednesday as originally planned. But it was fun to play some Halo. It's been a while since I played some Halo Infinite. Everything's different now. Original cast and writers, even a boss, but wow. That's cool. All right, fellas. Let's get back to the news. Serious Sam Monday power outages. Yeah, it was a Monday stream and then it was a Wednesday power outage. RIP. Serious Sam stream win. Which one? Which Serious Sam do you want me to stream? You want me to stream Serious Sam the first encounter, Serious Sam the second encounter, Serious Sam 2, Serious Sam the third encounter, Serious Sam 4 Planet Badass? Wasn't there a Serious Sam game on the GBA that was actually like surprisingly good somehow? Oh yeah, Serious Sam Advance, which doesn't look like it could exist, but it does. It's an actual FPS on the Game Boy Advance. Not gonna lie, it kind of looks fire. If I do a Serious Sam stream, it's gonna be Serious Sam Advance, just because I'm shocked that that's a real game. The second encounter, that's the one I'm least interested in streaming. No, it'd be Serious Sam Advance or nothing. Dude, looking at this Game Boy Advance cartridge and this Game Boy Advance case makes me like remember how cool it was back in the day to get a GBA game. It was the coolest thing in the world. You're like, this tiny little thing is a game. You play it on your handheld. You're like, I can't believe I'm playing a video game on my handheld. I'm getting old, fellas. 29. I'm basically fucking retirement age at this point. Dealer's choice. It'd be Serious Sam Advance. Even the tiny little GBA cartridges are just so cool. That's what I want. I want to make a video game for the Game Boy Advance in 2025 and release it. That's the move. You know, I'm actually, part of me is super fascinated with Game Boy Advance games. Like, there's like 3,000 GBA games, and I adore them. But GBA game videos just don't do very well. Anytime I've done one, they don't perform well, and I never really see them getting done. And the ones I do see that are done don't perform well. I don't know why, but just GBA games just don't get clicks. If they did, I'm telling you, I would just be making GBA videos a lot. When I was that age, I was getting games on floppy disks. Shut up. I had Doom on floppy disk. I remember. Essentially a Super Smash Bros. Clone. Has a story mode where Grimm's open trunk resulted in Mojo balls getting scattered, causing rage among people. I mean, that's kind of fire. That's a cool story. GBA is rad. Yes, it is. I mean, I don't know if you people who have seen a lot of my videos will realize that if a game that I'm covering has a GBA port, I'll get footage of it and I'll put it in there. Well, like my Van Helsing video is a perfect example, because I did that video on Van Helsing, which also didn't perform very well, and I got footage for the Game Boy Advance port of it, and I put it in there. souped up SNES look. Everything about it's so baller. Part of me is always like wondering, like, is there a GBA game that could be covered? Are there any GBA horror games? That sounds fucking baller. Comes with the concept art of the show and video. Oh, that's cool. Banshee's Last Cry. Okay, it looks like not really. Silent Hill play novel for the GBAs. Looking like the only one. That game is interesting, by the way. Castleween, you say? I need some kind of haunted GBA game to make some clickbaity. Suggested was me. Sorry, Evan. Was it you who's... No, I decided to cover that game on my own. But I remember you and I talking about it in the chat that it's a great game. Cart with 4 classic arcade games on it. It's pretty impressive. That's fucking cool. That's really cool. Made gifts based on the Van Helsing video game. Okay, see, that's fire because I love that game. I don't know if you've seen my video on the Van Helsing game, Christian, but you would probably like that video. Tempted to take one of the games I grew up with and have a crack at redoing it using the Godot engine. If it wasn't for work life kids, I might give it a go. Yeah, it's brutal out here trying to keep that time management, man. People make fun of like Ashton Hall and people who post about their morning routines and stuff, but it really is a lifesaver. It makes such a huge difference. I actually look forward to waking up now because I'm excited to do my routine. It's crazy. That is not something I ever thought I was going to be saying. That's pretty cool. There was a modern horror game made for the GBA in 2019. Kind of like a ARG style thing, but it's cool that they actually put it on the GBA. I bet you anything there's been 15 video essays done on this game. Let me go look it up. Stop wasting all that time sleeping. You want to make sure you're getting a minimum of 7 hours. Well, 6 to 7 hours. You don't really... If you're sleeping more than 8 hours, yeah, it's time to reel it in. Okay, so there have been some videos done on this 2019 GBA game, but even those are like not performing well. That's wild. GBA games are just fucking hard to do videos on. A Road to El Dorado video game? Was it on the GBA? Dude, I wonder if there's a Game Boy Advance shirt. I would wear the fuck out of that. That's so like retro. That's like Spurgy, like I'm a loser for wearing this kind of deal. That's what I'm looking for. I'm just kidding. Damn, this vintage Toys R Us Nintendo Game Boy Advance shirt is $200. More than 8 hours in what, a 48-hour window? Unlikely. Okay, Michael, then I don't know how much time you have to save there, brother. Okay, I'm seeing some strong... I'm not going to buy any of these because I can't be spending my money on silly shit like this, but I'm picking out some interesting Game Boy Advance t-shirts that I think would be cool to wear. I'm always trying to think of something cool to wear on stream. And most of the time, nothing comes to mind, which is why I'm in a plain gray t-shirt from Hobby Lobby. But some of these are actually looking kind of fire. Ants video game? I did not know that. Which is the best version? It's a good question. Look at this. Look at this, guys. This shirt is baller. I would wear this. That's really cool. I would not pay this, but I would wear this. I also like this one is pretty cool, but it lacks that vintage. Like, that's pretty cool. I would wear that. But that's dope. I like this one a lot, the white and blue, but it might be it's lacking a little bit of style for me. Skull shirt. No, skulls are too obvious. Love this. Love this. This blue with the white text is crazy cool. Saiyan armor. Yeah, it gives off Saiyan armor vibes. The blue and the white for sure. That's kind of a problem. Yeah, see, even this one. These are like the same shirt. This one's cheaper, but $80 for a shirt is crazy. But damn, I would wear this. That's dope. I like this one too. This is pretty cool. It's actually reasonably priced too. That's cool though. I fuck with that. There's an Ants platformer. Nostalgia sells? Yes, it does. But it's not, I'm not really buying it for me. I'm always trying to think of cool stuff for me to be wearing during stream or stuff like that. This is a pizza, Evan-san. Oh, I probably am going to go get a pizza for dinner, to be honest with you. Atari shirt with Atari written in Japanese. Double take when they see it. Yeah. The GBA is just such a cool console. It's hard. It's hard to not have a cool shirt idea with that. Dude, the blue, I might just custom make one, but the blue with the white text is so cool. Like this shirt is so cool. Like lifting weights in that would be such a good time. That's fire. Pizza Max. Well, the thing is, when I Pizza Max, it's called carb loading because I'm going to go lift weights and burn it off and turn it into muscle. PSP. I don't... maybe you could find a cool PSP shirt. They kind of lack the style, though. Brother Bear video game for PC and Game Boy Advance? No, I didn't know that. Excuse me. Ants Extreme Racing. That's fire. Like, what you really want to do, what you really want to find is you want to find a shirt that looks like the developer of the console would have worn it at a reveal for the console, not like a fan who likes the console. That's stylistically, like fashion wise, that's the line. You don't want the shirt to look like it was sold for fans of the console to wear. You want it to look like a shirt that was made for the developers of the console to rep. Like, I'm looking at a PSP shirt here. That is fire. It's exactly what I'm talking about. The Killzone Liberation shirt's kind of fire too, but I would not wear that. Okay, I'll show you guys what I mean. GBA is so good. Yeah, GBA is fire. Will I have a cameo in GTA 6 given the Florida setting? No. No, they... That's pretty funny, though. I think my brother tried to get a t-shirt with Game Boy written on it, and the company he went through rejected the design because Nintendo has come at them for you. Whoa. That's crazy. I get it, though. Nintendo is wacky with that. Skulls are killer, yeah. Shark Tale, yeah, I did know that one. Hellgast have saved Super Earth. Man, I gotta get back in Helldivers too. Okay, so this shirt right here, you see this? This is fire. It's simple. The logos, see that logo right there? Some developer would wear this at the reveal for the console and then never again. That's fire. I would wear that. This is some bullshit sold at Spencer's or Hot Topic to someone who likes playing PlayStation. As is this. Like, that's not the move. You don't want the shirt to look like it was sold at Hot Topic or GameStop to someone who likes the console. You want the shirt to look like it was worn by a developer of the console repping it at an event. That shirt is fire. Be cooler if it was in short sleeve, though. True Heroes, yeah. Did you know that there is an Over the Hedge video? I didn't know that. Danny Phantom video games for the Game Boy Advance. I bet they're fire too. Spencer sucks. Yes, it does. Time is at 8:15. All right, that's a good hour and a half stream. I think that's a good place to call it. As always, fellas, it has been a pleasure. It's been a lot of fun. I'm, of course, planning to stream this coming Monday evening. More Doom the Dark Ages, I would imagine. Monday nights, 7, video game stream. Wednesday, video game stream. Thursday, chill stream. Chill chat stream, which is this. No video this Sunday. I don't have one ready. Working on it. But stay tuned. Got plenty of other videos that you guys can watch in the meantime. Go check out my Jedi Starfighter video. My Quake full series video. Coming up are Jak 3. Writing the script for it right now. Really fun so far. I think it's going to be a great video. After that, the Quake 2 expansions, hopefully. We'll see how that goes. I really want to do Hitman Codename 47. That might get inserted into the slate. I'm really thinking about sliding Hitman Agent Codename 47 in there and doing that. Jak X, Combat Racing, Jak and Daxter: The Lost Frontier, Quake 3. We're gunning through it. We got lots of games to cover. If you want to see me play Doom the Dark Ages, Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. All right, guys. It's been a pleasure. It's been fun. Baller. I will see you guys soon. I don't know how to say bye. Bye.